who's next.
Hey, how y'all doing? Back again with another great episode of the Effective Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Jeremy Robinson. And today we have someone special. My brother, go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Thank you again, bro, for bringing me on. So, yeah, my name is Christian Aka. I'm from Stone Mountain, Georgia, by way of Nigeria. And yeah, thank you, man.
Indeed, man. So how are you doing mentally, physically, and emotionally?
Yeah, man. So, let me say this right now. Mentally, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling well rested right now, bro, taking it day by day, you
Uh,
know. Physically, let me say I'm trying to get back into the gym routine. So I'm trying my hardest for that part. And for emotionally, let me say I think I'm in a very good state right now. So I'm well, man. I'm well. Thank you, bro.
Good, man. That's good to know. So I'll say, like, what caused you to say you wanted to go to Morehouse College, and how was that experience? Attending there and also graduating.
Yeah. Morehouse, man, it's crazy. So at first during high school, right? So I was playing football back in high
Uh-huh.
school. So what's funny is my dad actually works there, and while I was playing football, right, I reached out to the coach there, and I actually got accepted into Morehouse, and they gave me a preferred walk-on thing, right? So a
Hmm.
preferred walk-on scholarship. So I basically had a like roster spot.
Yeah,
And so it was just great going to Morehouse. Like that's how I found my way to Morehouse. I mean, my dad working there definitely, that was a
a
that was
little
a whole
push. It was a
yeah. That
little
was a push. That was a push for sure. Yeah. But going to Morehouse, I definitely found myself
push.
um, going there for 4 years. I feel like Morehouse definitely gave me a lot of great lifelong friends for sure. I was able to join an amazing fraternity, you
Yes,
know.
indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And yeah, now on top of that, I feel like the biology department was amazing. To this day, I feel like I have amazing mentors that I can talk to no matter what. So yeah,
That's
it was
good.
amazing,
That's
bro.
good, man. And I'm glad to see what you're doing now. How was that transition, graduate from Morehouse and then saying, I'm gonna go to med school? How was that for you? Like, and also having to leave Georgia. How was that transition?
Man, that was a trip, man, and I can't lie. Let me say this. It was tough. For a lot of us that try to go into medicine that
Mm.
don't have any family members that have gone through med school, I feel like it's very hard. And for me, it was tough. Just being transparent, man. I did not do well on the MCAT the first time I took it, which that's the exam that you have to take in order to get into medical school. And I didn't do well, man. And so I had to take 1 year off, basically. And during that year off, man, I was working at a healthcare clinic that served a lot of refugees.
Mhm.
That served a lot of underserved patients. And bro, I feel like that was just an amazing experience. I feel like God made me go through that to actually see like, is this the career that you want to go into? And are these the people that you want to serve? So yeah, the transition was hard, man. But then I took the MCAT, got into a few schools, man. It was great. And I ultimately chose Howard. Yeah.
What's up? That's what's up. That's what's up, man. I say, what's your it factor? Why do you do what you do?
For me, yeah, man. The it factor for me, man, it got to be my friends and family. Like it has to be. I feel like I joke a lot with them and I tell them I feel like I have the best support system in the world.
Mhm.
Seriously, because like one thing about it, my family, like we pray a lot. Like
Sure.
they always make sure that I'm great, that I know that no matter what hardships that I'm going through, that I can make it through. So I've gone through a lot in life, man, and I can say like without my close family, my close friends, I don't even know if I'd be here. So they are definitely the reason. That's my factor. Yeah.
Love that. I love that, man. And shoot, that's how we know each other, man. You're my brother for life, man.
Yes,
I
sir.
seen you the other week, and I said, I gotta get bro on.
Yeah.
I knew you was in med school now, but I was like, I gotta get him on. Man. I should have been out of touch. I love, man,
What's
about
up?
Phi Beta Sigma, man, is a lot of us in the AUC, all around the world in general,
Mhm.
man. I met some cool people, and it's always like, if you met them, you'd be like, dude, man, what you been up to? And it's like you just talked the day before. Like it's
That's
so
true.
crazy.
That's true, man. It's crazy. It's crazy, but that's what I do love about like the org. Like, definitely, I feel like, bro, I met some amazing, amazing guys like you, bro, down in like the
Thank
AUC, and then here now at Howard, bro. I've met a lot, bro. It's amazing, bro. It's
you.
great.
That's what's up. I'll say so. Like, what made you want to say, you know what, being a bio major at Morehouse, saying, you know, I
Mm.
want to go to med school. I want to try it. Have you always wanted to be a medical doctor or anything of that nature?
Man, so I think that that's a very long story, but we're
Yeah,
here.
we
We're
here. We
we're
here.
here. So yeah, man, just being real, man. So it all really started back when I was around 6 years old.
Mhm.
Um, so my family and I, we dealt with homelessness. Yeah, and traveling between different homeless shelter to homeless shelter down in Georgia,
Mhm.
going to those different homeless shelters in Atlanta, I feel like I saw a lot of mental health issues that impacted a lot of people that like look like us, really. And I don't think that there's a lot of people that speak up for them. I don't think that they have a real voice, you know? And so that's where I feel like I saw that mental health is a big, big problem. And I was young too, so it's crazy. Like I saw it at that age, but I didn't know exactly that I wanted to go into med school until 1 year right after that. I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Mhm.
And so having cancer, that was a crazy, crazy time in my life and for my family too, man. And what I can say is my childhood pediatrician is the one that he basically took care of my entire family. He made sure that I knew that the things will go well. He made sure that my family knew that everything will work out in a great way. He helped diagnose me. He referred me to an amazing hospital. It was great, man. And bro, fast forward, my childhood pediatrician, Dr. Gottlieb, he was the one that gave me my first shadowing opportunity. He gave me my first letter of recommendation too for school. And so getting my letter of recommendation from the pediatrician that saved my life
Yeah.
for med school, like seeing how somebody that barely really knows me show so much care and love, that really inspired me that I want to be the type of man that he is.
Love it. I love it, man. And yeah, man, I think that like when he see you now, I know he just like, wow,
Oh
that's
yeah.
really like, dang, now you got to go do this now, you know, like in what you're doing. And I'm thankful to see that you're giving back. I be seeing you on your page, man, what you be doing, and it's all what we're supposed to be doing. So I'm not like very surprised. I'm just happy. That's what I be. I
Thank
ain't
you, bro.
surprised
Thank
by
you.
it. I'm happy. I'm like, okay, that's what you're supposed to be doing. It's lit. Like this. That's how it's
Yeah,
supposed
yeah.
to be. You're supposed to get back
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
and help people, and your stories need to be known, man. Definitely needs to be known. You know, so I'll say with that, man, why is health important? You know, I told you when we started, I work out. I was a football player, man. Family come from athletes, but also lost my mom back in 2022 to renal kidney failure.
Uh,
And learning about those different health things as a young kid, she gonna live forever. This son, so you start realizing as you get older, that's not true. That's no, if you don't take care of yourself at a younger age, it's gonna affect you later on in life. You know, so why is health important and why is health wealth? You know, people been starting to say that health is wealth, which is true. But hey,
yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's definitely true. And I just want to say like sorry about that whole thing that happened for sure, man.
thank
It's,
you, man.
you know, um that's one thing what I've learned during this time, because I'm taking some time now to take classes for this like year off that I'm taking right now. And basically from a great professor that I had, Dr. Francis, right? Uh he basically taught us that your three most important organs are your brain, your heart, and then your kidney. And so you have to take care of those three. Those are the main three. And so what I say is this. The reason that I feel like health is wealth is because for your brain, you have to keep your mental health in check because I mean, if you're not there mentally,
Mhm.
you're not gonna want to do anything in life. You don't care to work, you don't care to have fun. Like if your mental health is not in order, then what are you, you know? Then for your heart, you know, you definitely you need to exercise as much as you can because there's a lot of heart complications that can happen from not working out. So definitely like your brain, heart, you know, like I feel like health is wealth because without those things, you know, you have no motivation and you physically will not be able to even work. You can't provide, you can't even like do anything without that. So yeah, that's why.
Yeah, man, I love that. I love that you in the medical field, man. I think that we need more of our people in the medical field because it's something to I was just when I was writing questions the other day, I thought about it. I was watching a comedian and he was talking about how his dad walked in the hospital and knew the difference between a resident and a person that's been there for a long time. That's a seasoned professional, that's a doctor, he's not in school, he's done. And he was saying it was from a broke arm. And he's saying the importance of knowing the different people that you're sending your family members to for it need to be cancer, need to be a broken arm, need to be anything because a lot of
Mhm.
times I feel like we're very misinformed. So like with you doing what you're doing, I'll give you your flowers, man, already. Thank you. Like
Thank you,
because
man.
you never know, man. Us growing up, shoot, whatever you do, go out once you're done with medical school. I'm sending my kids to you. I'm sending
Hey,
everybody to you. I'm
I
sending
appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. Yeah.
So I was like, what challenges have you faced, if any? Would need to be with medical school or in life in general.
Mm.
Especially being an adult.
Yeah, yeah. Besides what I already spoke about before, you know, just being transparent, you know. This year, I did not pass this big standardized exam that we have called Step One. Yeah. So basically, that exam is the exam that you have to take before you start your third year, right? And basically, I did not pass it at first, and so I had to take this year off to, you know, study for the exam, retake it, and now I passed. You know, thank God, thank God.
Hey.
And so, like, let me say that that was a huge challenge that happened in my life, like right now, you know, and it at the time, it sucked when I did see that I did not pass at first. But I always say that like God does things for a reason. We may not understand why, and that's one thing that my family they stress all the time. We may not understand why, but it's for a bigger purpose that we can even say. And what I've seen already is that I've been able to improve my medical knowledge a lot for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, and on top of that, you know, I've been able to travel a lot more. I randomly got chosen for to speak at a conference. And
Yeah.
so like that's just wild. I was just like speaking there, you know, helping college students get into like med school, you know, and on top of that, right now I'm also helping to do opioid research in Black communities, you know, and so like I feel like God is setting me up in a way to do bigger things, although I had that failure at first,
Mhm.
you know. So yeah, that's why like I always tell anybody that's in this field, like bad things may happen at first, but trust, everything's gonna work out somehow, some way.
Yeah, you never lied, man. I'll tell you this. Failure is a thing that's constant and it's gonna happen, right? But
Yeah.
the only way to succeed, you have to fail, man. I went to Clark Atlanta University without
Mhm.
graduating high school, man. I had finished, had a good GPA, I didn't pass the test by two
Mm.
points. Never will forget this. Math tests, all this stuff. Man, I'm a whole engineering data analyst now. I done took all math in college. But because of that test, I ain't gonna lie. For a whole month, I was crying in the room. I never forget
Yeah.
my sister was like, "You still going to college? You got a scholarship and you still going." And in a month's time of being at Clark, I was able to get my diploma. I didn't have to retake a test, and it opened up a door for other people to be able to get their diplomas without having to take that test again. They did away with the test.
Wow.
They realized that it wasn't that like not saying it wasn't that important, but it wasn't needed. And same thing happened. Lost a job. Different things happened. So like I said earlier, lost my mom, and that was some of the biggest things in life. But I say God always do things to align. Not just saying about failure, but do things so that you can notice, hey, I got you. You're gonna be fine. I promise you. You're gonna
Yeah.
be fine and you're gonna withstand and go over this. And every time I can't say name number God. So that right there, what you're doing right now, that ain't number God, man.
That's true.
And it's
Amen.
only more
Amen.
coming. It's only more greatness coming. You know. It's only
Amen. Amen. Amen, bro. That is powerful, bro. That's powerful, man. Like, bro, that's one thing, man. And like, this is why, like, this is why, like, I really, really want to work in the field of like mental health, psych, because I'm like, I feel like a lot of us, we all have our own different journeys. We have our own stories, bro. Your story is powerful, bro. That's huge, bro. That's big. That's big.
thank
Like,
you, man. I ain't even, and I sit there, I do my docu-series and stuff, and that's something I was telling my boy in the team, like, hey, man, when we get ready to do some stuff this summer, let's talk about these different things I had to face because it's gonna help somebody. Because a lot of times, our people, man, they don't know. They think there's not nothing wrong with it, thinking you the first person to go through something like you. Dang, I failed, man. Oh, and like, what the world? And I can only imagine all the emotions you went through. But now it's like, yeah, I went through that, and that was bad.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's help the next person not have to go through that.
Ex-
Or if they do, let me be there to be able to. So that's where I'm at now, man. That's another reason why I started the podcast because I met some make great people. Man, interviewed famous people, but it ain't nothing like interviewing a doctor, future
Right.
doctor. That's changing the world,
I
bro.
appreciate it.
You don't grow up, nobody knows, bro. I'm gonna be honest. You name a person you know that know a doctor, like right offhand. I know this doctor. Let me call. They look like us.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard.
You know?
It's not a lot. There's not a lot. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's crazy, man. We don't have a lot of like black physicians in our families and like friends. So like, yeah, it definitely does a lot for sure to like know someone. Yeah, yeah.
I say my next question is, what advice
Mhm.
would you give to someone that wants to someday be in your shoes? Need to be male or woman? I mean, male or female?
Oh, got you, got you. Yeah, for anybody, let me say this. The medical field, it has its problems.
Mhm.
But I do think that, there are a lot of great things that can come from it. But the main thing in order to make it through the pre-med courses, through college, and then now in med school, what I'm learning, bro, there's two things I feel like. You need to have faith,
Mhm.
and you need to have resilience because there's gonna be so many times where you feel like, why am I here?
Uh-huh.
Being honest, being real, like there's been times that like I failed something and I just like think like, why am I here? Like, what is the point of me being here? And bro, you just have to have that resilience that like, okay, I might have gotten knocked down, but you know what? Somehow, some way, this is going to work out. That's literally my mindset through everything. Somehow, some way, God's got me. Somehow, some way, I'm gonna make it through this thing somehow. So yeah, man. Faith, resilience, those two things for sure.
Definitely right about that. I say I only have a few more questions, man. Out of all the medical schools you got into or around the world, what made you
Mhm.
say I'm going to Howard University, medical school?
Got you, got you. Well, what I can say is from after that time that I did retake the MCAT, and like I said, I thankfully, thank God, I got into a few schools. I ultimately chose Howard because, I, I love the HBCUs,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
coming from the HBCUs, like it's amazing. But I ultimately chose Howard because like I feel like there's not a lot of other schools where you get the type of mentorship that you get.
yeah. Mhm.
And just the fact that like you have Howard Hospital that's connected to the med school. So what's crazy is like you're taking classes and you're shadowing doctors that look just like you.
Yeah.
Literally, man. And like we've said, there's just something different
Mhm.
about seeing yourself in these people. Like it's crazy. Like the fact that you can be there shadowing them, you're seeing them working, you're like, that's exactly the type of doctor that I want to be. And they actually like look like me, It's yeah, and the like mentorship, I feel like Howard, they do an amazing job with the mentorship portion, with all schools, they all have their own problem, but man, that part really, really gets me. Like if I can, like there's actually one example that I have, like when I didn't pass my step one exam,
Mhm.
literally, bro, the president of Howard Hospital, I randomly ran into him and he literally gave me a handshake, told me, bro, look, you're gonna make it through.
Mm.
Somehow, some way, God's got you. You are gonna make it through. And it's like you don't get that at a lot of places. Like somebody, a black male that looks just like you, president of a whole hospital is like, bro, stop. You're worrying too much. You're
No,
gonna be okay. You know what I
definitely.
mean? Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We need to hear that, man. We definitely need to hear it because a lot of times you won't hear it and it'll mess with you, man. You know,
Oh,
mentally.
yeah.
So having people on your side is all I'm hearing. And I hear from the other two young ladies I had that's in Howard Denham. One has finished now, she's on, and one is about to finish in the fall. I mean, well, in the spring. So with them two being on, one she's from the AUC like us, she went to Spelman.
Oh,
And one
perfect.
thing she was telling me was it's cool, like the mentorship is one and done. Like she had another top school she was thinking about going to, and she was like,
Mhm.
first off, I went to Spelman, so I'm about to go ahead and go to
Yep.
another HBCU. And just seeing how great she has done, I know it's an amazing school. I'm cool. It's cool to be able to talk to y'all, man, and to see the great things that Howard is offering to y'all, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you,
Indeed.
bro.
So
Yeah.
when it's
Yes,
all
indeed.
said and done, man, what would you like to be remembered for?
Um, one thing that someone taught me is that like people remember you for how you made them feel.
Hmm.
And so what I would say is my hope is that most people that I've met in life, I hope that I've empowered them to know that they can do great things. If there's one thing that I'd really, really want people to know me for is that like he's the person that I could go to when I had a problem in life and like he was able to help me through that. Even if the thing seemed like it was impossible to do, he was able to tell me like you can do it. And so yeah, definitely I feel like that's what I definitely would love to be, known for, remembered for sure. Yeah.
And I'll say, what brings you true happiness and peace?
True happiness and peace. Yeah, I mean, I think that it goes back to my it factor for sure. The things that bring me happiness is like really spending time with my like family and friends. I feel like because like life is short, man. Like you don't have a lot of time, man. And I feel like spending that time with your people, your loved ones, I feel like you just don't get that time back, man. Like time is more important than money, than all these other things that you see, bro. Like
You're right.
really, really. Yeah, it is.
Time most important.
Yeah.
Time is most important, and I feel like it's flying by, man. I feel like time is not in a bad way, but like flying by. And I was telling my auntie, and she was
Mm.
like, "Yeah, baby, the older you get, that's what's gonna happen." I'm like, "Well, the older I get, the more trips and friends and people I'm gonna be around, because you gotta have something as memories to know you doing good things, man." So before we do close, I did have this one question that I was thinking about. Um, when you get ready, let me see. Hmm.
House is popular.
You gotta say it again. I don't know what
Oh,
happened.
no.
I got you now. But no, you said you want to work with the underserved population. Why is that important to you?
Yeah, yeah. It's due to what I went through when I was around six, going through that battle with homelessness,
Mhm.
seeing a lot of the like mental health problems that like really impact us. I feel like that's why working with like the houseless population is something that I definitely want to do because yeah, man, I feel like mental health, first off, is not really seen as something that's that important, but really if you don't have your mental health in check, what
Everything.
are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, like who are you
Mhm.
without? So it's like I really, really feel like for a lot of us, especially in our community, I feel like we don't take it as serious, and that's something that needs to be addressed, especially with our like children for sure. So that's why child and adolescent psychiatry is like what I want to do for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I love that, man, because that even an open topic to me because I think about it now with me
Mm.
going to therapy back. I think at the height of before COVID, we didn't even know COVID. We had bought our house and we would think about marriage and all those things. And I'm like,
Mm.
dang, I need to go see somebody because I got some stuff I want to just, talk about. And sitting in there, I'm like, I should have been doing this when I was
Yeah.
a child. Because I think I would have had got some things unfolded that I needed unfolded, but also just learning from that year and a half span. And it
Mm.
has helped me even to this day. Some of the things I learned from my therapist, I thank God for her. Like she literally has helped me out. And I was like, there's a lot of people, a lot of, especially men, I talk to that, man, I ain't doing this. But from watching my show, they do be like, dang, you think I could talk to her? Or this so? Yeah, reach out. She got a free consultation. The first consultation free. Like, try it. And a couple have. And I'm like, dang, that's impact. That's what it's supposed to be. So thankful for what you all do and also what they do because that, oof, man, I'm telling you, mental health is important, man. Definitely. Definitely, man.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, very much so, bro. It's very much needed, bro.
Mhm.
And yeah, man, we're gonna make it happen somehow, some way, bro. Somehow, some way.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Do you have any questions for me?
You know what? I actually do. You asked me what is my it factor. So I want to ask you, what is yours?
Yeah, man. It don't change as much, but something I have learned, man, is I love to help people. Love
Mm.
culture for service, service for humanity. Before
Yes,
I was
sir.
a stigma, I was doing those things, man. Need to be in high school, playing football, friends, and still see myself doing it to this day as a husband, as a family man, doing different things. And man, hearing people's stories, it does something for me, man, and it helps me throughout my life. Like I would say, doing this podcast with you, I did one the other day with another young lady, and I say, listening to y'all stories, man, I thank God for it because it's like, dang, if I found this back in college, I probably would have not been an engineer, man. I
Yeah.
probably would have said, this is my thing because I can see it as my calling because I've seen the amazing things happen to people. So yeah, my it factor is I love seeing people uh, do their things they want to do, see them, go after their dreams. And then, all in all, I see myself do the same. So just being able to see y'all grow, man. Like when you graduate, you done. We gonna think back. I'm gonna send you a message like, yeah. So you trying to retake this test? Because I just want you to laugh. Like, yeah, the test didn't mean nothing, did it? Look at you now.
Man.
So it's those things that it play in my mind, man. I thank God for it because I think I've been doing something like this since I was a little kid. I never noticed it, but now I notice I'm like, man, I'm actually good at this. Or man, I could write a question, write all those questions in a couple minutes, man. And it's nothing. That's God, man. It ain't me. So I say my in fact, I love seeing people, do the amazing things, and in that, bro, I get blessed. So thankful for that.
Oh, wow. That's amazing, bro. That's amazing, man. Thank you. Thank you for what you do, bro. That's
Thank
amazing.
you, thank you, man. So yeah, that's it, man. That's the show.
Got you, got you. Hey man, thank you for having me on, bro. I feel blessed, for sure. And yeah, man, I look forward to, for the like journey, for like both of us for sure. Yeah, man.
Yeah, brother. I'll be talking to you soon, man. Keep doing the great things you're doing, man. You ever need anything, hit me up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.